From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
His first throw is an interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Throwing right away here, Goff. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Jacobs running left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Going run again with Jacobs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here. Love from the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So now here's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So that flag is declined, and now that's going to force this offense into a 4th and goal decision. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers reach pay dirt. This play going under review by the officials. So the officials wanted the review, gave it a second look, and will keep their initial ruling. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to Sam Laporta. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Goff on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Hey, 76, whirl it.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That one gains 7. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Lions break the tie here in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Set, first and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. In a good spot here, second and inches. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Thrown on first down, Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On second down, Jacobs. Down the sideline to the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. First down throw. Here's Love. He's got Watson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 26 on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Packers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Works the sideline to the 30. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. They stick with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down, Packers.
Throwing, Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Love to throw again. It's cut right side by Watson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
after a good pickup. They're set up with second and short. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Packers take their first time out. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Jacobs. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Buckle up. It's third and goal. Here's Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds Laporta.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the tip. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And they pick it up. Still got a chance at a touchdown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 48. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love now. Dump off caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 4th down.
Looking to throw. And they won't do it, so that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Ken, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
At the 35-yard line.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Goff. They're on it. That's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No no progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
From the gun, Goff. This one's caught. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie us up 28-all. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30. On the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and a lone yard coming up. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
They motion the slot man right. 4th down, here's Love. They connect for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, But he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
This one taken in by Kraft. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And this one does not go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
They'll run, Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jacobs. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So immense pressure resting on this kid from Brandon McManus. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he